Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I just read the email. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia has a press conference on Fox live at 1:30 here in Los Angeles. Man, that's I applaud that. That's a great move. You know, that's gonna be a great audience. You know what I mean? It's gonna hit a lot of homes. And that's actually exciting, and it leads into the Leo Santa Cruz card, which is pretty dope, pretty intelligent. It's gonna be on Channel 11. Um, Pretty exciting. Um, so they go face to face for the first time since um, the announcement, and that's pretty exciting. You know, this is a public sighting of Earl Spence. You know what I mean? He's been in the dungeon working. Uh, you know, I'll say this. I enjoy the mystery of Earl Spence. It's suspenseful. You know, so they'll be glad to see him here in LA. He'll obviously be at the fight Saturday, so that will encourage you to go buy your tickets. Maybe you'll get a chance to meet him. Maybe you'll get a chance to meet Mikey Garcia. It's just fun. Boxing is fun. These subplots, these twists. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia, I think is a very refreshing fight. We haven't had one of these since Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. You know, where it's a very, very meaningful fight, and both men aren't giving themselves any excuses. They going in there with no built-in excuses. Um, I'm excited, man. I'm very, very excited for this fight. Um, I'm excited to see Errol Spence. I'm excited to see Mikey Garcia and him go face to face. I'm excited that they're going to promote the fight. I'm excited that they're going to make a lot of money. I'm excited that these are two really, really, really good men walking into the ring Saturday night. March 16th. And it's good to promote two fighters that have no excuses, you know, and you know they'll do whatever it takes to win this fight. Um, I'm excited, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you're here in LA, go get your ticket to Leo Santa Cruz so you can um, see Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. I think that'll be pretty dope. I think that'll be pretty fun. Um, I'll do as much as I can to give you guys as much content as I possibly can. And it should be pretty exciting, man. Um, yeah. So I apologize. I got an important text. Um, I I'm excited for these men. Young too. Well, Mikey Garcia is 31, 32. Mikey. All right, let's talk about this for a second. Not the fight itself, but the business of boxing. We got two men promoting their own fights under their own promotional banner in a major pay-per-view. This is just an example. And I'm going to speak to my minority brothers for a second. All my brown brothers, all my black brothers. Believe and bet on yourself. These are great examples, obviously, because they're famous, they're polarizing, they're multimillionaires, they're elite fighters. But let's bring it down to our level. You know, you know, we can do this in our lives. We can do this for ourselves. We can do this for our family, our generations. And um, Mikey Garcia, we knew 3 years ago, was the hottest free agent in boxing. Floyd Mayweather um, got a helicopter, I believe, or an airplane, and flew in to see Mikey Garcia. Flew him up, put him in a suite to Vegas, and tried to pursue him. And Mikey Garcia said no. Mikey Garcia says, I believe I can do it on my own. And January 18th, the day before Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao, uh, the Garcias put on their first card, and they had 3,000 people standing room only. So I heard. I didn't see pictures, but um, the consensus, the 3 or 4 people that I spoke to, they had 3,000. They said they can get 4,000 in their next event. I love it. I love it. Entrepreneurs, I love it. Betting on yourselves, I love it. Keeping all money in, as Nipsey Hussle would say, right? And then you have Earl Spence, from way down in Dallas, Texas. You know what I mean? Um, uh, Exceptional. He man down promotions. I believe he had a fighter when I was there at Full Campo. Um, he had a fighter on his card. He bet on himself. Everyone wanted Earl Spence. Earl Spence continues to be the most blistering, one of the more blistering boxers that we have today. What I mean by blistering is we don't know where Earl Spence's ceiling is. We don't know how great he can possibly be. It's unmeasurable at this point. And these two men who represent us, and I'm talking to all my brown and black brothers, represent us to believe and bet on yourself, man. And obviously, Al Heyman had a lot to do with it in terms of teaching them the business, helping them understand contracts, helping them understand the business of boxing, and leveraging their talents in the ring to turn into creating a skill set outside the ring that will propel their last name potentially for generations and generations and generations to come. So, from that standpoint, I applaud these two men. Um, Earl Spence is in his late 20s, mid to late 20s. Mikey Garcia is in his early 30s. What a time. What a time to be alive. You know what I mean? It's just, I applaud that, man. And when I was 27 years old, I had just got laid off from teaching, 27, 28, you know, and, so um, I applaud them. So, anyways, man, I salute these men. I can't wait to see them Saturday. Hopefully, I get to see them Friday at some point. Maybe I can get an interview or two. And so that's basically it. But anyway, I just wanted to reach out and touch y'all. And don't forget, Saturday, 1:30 on Fox. Regular Fox. It's channel 11 here in Los Angeles. Whatever channel it is in your city, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, PST. So that's the baseline for the rest of America. 4:30 EST. And you guys figure it out in between. Um, so yeah, man, they going face to face. March 16th, Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Stadium. It's going to be a hell of an event. I told you guys um, I'll get there. I'm excited to cover the fight for you guys. I'll be a part of a special event coming. I'll finalize that stuff later. Uh, but fans of my channel, fans who respect me, there will be an event. Um, I'll get the final details in the coming weeks, but I'm not sure how much it's going to cost, but it's going to be a big event. And I look forward to being the co-host of the event. We got, um, and I'll be aiding in the efforts in the event. It's going to be fun. So look out for that the next coming weeks, and it should be fun. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And lastly, I apologize. It's late over here. Um, Go check out my Bomac and Bob Arum interviews. I thought they was real, especially the Bob Arum interview. Not especially. I mean, they all just as equal, but in the learning who they am, I had a chance to speak to Bomac for the first time in person. He's like Uncle Bomac, you know what I mean? Like for real, he's like Uncle Bomac, you know what I mean? Or your first cousin that's really your cousin, but he's your uncle, you know what I mean? He kind of had that kind of energy, real cool, laid back, and that was my first time actually engaging with him, and I love how he responded to me. I love the fact that he know I wasn't coming from a hurtful perspective. I love that. He took my phone camera and put it on me. I love that. You know what I mean? It's it's great when you can build a bridge from 3,000 miles away. You know what I mean? And um, from that perspective. I'll do a review on that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna edit this out and make this its own video. So from Team Crawford and Bomac, I appreciate the fact that you didn't take my words from a perspective of like I wanted to tear you down, but I actually was wanting to help build you up. And I think that's the consensus that I got. I believe in Bomac's heart of hearts. I'm guesstimating. I don't know. All right. Um, that he understood the angle in which I was coming from, and so to that I say thank you. Um, and I look forward to covering Terrence Crawford, Amir Khan, April 20th. And um, I saw tickets. The lowest ticket is $56. The highest ticket is $606. Very affordable. They should do well, and I know they up against it. They up against it because Fox is putting on a card with Danny Garcia, and I know there's a level of financial consciousness, you know, that goes into purchasing a pay-per-view versus watching Danny Garcia for free on free TV live. So I'll let the fight fans decide on their own. And but so to Bomac, I say thank you. I'm gonna edit this part out and make it its own video. But I appreciate you, Bomac. Thank you for not because so many and I can say the same thing for Andre Ward too. You know, I'm gonna just make this one big video. Forget it. I'm gonna just say thank you to Bomac and Andre Ward because um, it could have went left. And like I don't come from a from a callous perspective. I've told my friends before. I was like, in my 20s, I was real competitive, and I felt like I had to compete against every object, every person that lived. But I think you reach a certain age where you like, I'm in competition with myself, and whatever hand I can offer, I'll attempt to offer. I just know that the reason why I was so aggressive and so firm is because I know Terrence Crawford to be a very aggressive alpha male, and I don't think I would have reached him in a passive voice. In my humble opinion, I could be wrong. And to Andre Ward, he had every right to walk by me and never interview with me ever again. He is, in terms of boxing, his accolades and his awards and his prestige far exceeds mine. And so to that, I say thank you to both of them, to Bomac and Andre Ward. I say thank you for lending me your ear, lending me 15 minutes each, um, and I'm thankful. So I'm gonna chop this up, and I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate y'all, and hopefully, at the end of the day, I know I always tell you guys, boxing is the candy. You know what I mean? But the medicine is our culture and the world that we live in, and obviously hoping to and working towards becoming better at what we do as a craft and as a job, and more importantly, as a person that enables us and our culture, and our family and our last name, etc. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, face to face, March 16th, and it's on and popping. I'll holla. Peace.